I am beautiful. I am beautiful, obviously not in the way I look, but by my name. Well, you see, the Sanskrit word for beautiful is Sanjula, which is exactly what my parents decided to name me. Madam Moderator and my fellow cavaliers, I was born in the year 1999, 5 years into my parents' marriage. So, I was the miracle child, the star of the show. This euphoria lasted only for a good 3 years. Then my brother decided to show up. Then everything changed as the attention shifted away from me as I became the older child. I had to share everything with him while taking the blame for all the mischief that we did together alone. Now, my brother, he got all the good genes. He was good at music, art, dancing, drama, you name it. But I was never really a jealous kid. Well, maybe except for these months. And you see, when I was in the fourth grade and my brother in the first, he got the chance to play a part in the school play. Now, he was the youngest classmate on board, and everybody adored him. So, naturally, all the teachers, my friends, their parents, even the grandparents knew who my brother was. And I remember people would come up to me and ask me, Ah, Puta, you're Kavindu's older brother, aren't you? In my head, I thought people knew me only as Kavindu's older brother for that entire year, and it felt like I was living in his shadow. So now, enough about my brother. Let's talk a bit about myself. I never told you when my birthday is. So who here hates the date that you were born in? I used to hate the date that I was born in because I had to share my birthday with another significant date. Well, you see, I was born on the 14th day in the month of February. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I share my birthday with Cupid. Now, growing up, love was a literal devil, and I hated the fact that people called me the Valentine's boy. And I remember whenever somebody who I don't know that well comes up to me to wish me a happy birthday, I would simply think, ah, they just remembered Valentine's Day. And it started to feel like now my whole existence was starting to become overshadowed by the Cupid. Now, after living in these shadows for quite some time, I decided to find my own self. So I journey through things that I'm passionate about. And in this journey, I found three. The first thing that I found was my sport, badminton. Now, I was never the best at it, but I was good enough to play well in school tournaments, and it brought out this really competitive side to me. And I used to love every minute that I held the racket in my hand. I played badminton for a glorious 5 years, but years rolled by, and sadly, I had to give up my sport. Now, the second thing that I was passionate about ever since I was a small kid is video games. I remember back in my 10th grade, a friend came up to me and told me, Bro, there's this really cool multiplayer strategy game called Dota, which we should definitely play. And I said, Look, that sounds stupid. I'll play it with you once and that's it. I ended up playing this game for more than 1,500 hours. I had a love hate relationship with it. It was really tough, but I wanted to be the best. And I even imagined myself playing in these grand tournaments. But the second semester work started to pile up, and this was yet another thing that I had to give up. Now, ever since I was a small child, I used to love finding about new things, and I was a curious child. So, naturally, the third thing that I was passionate about became all things science. And yes, I know how nerdy I sound. So I did my A levels in biological sciences with the target of entering the Faculty of Science in the University of Colombo. and with much sacrifice. I'm glad to say that this was one thing that I did not end giving up. So I finally started feeling like my own person. Or so I thought. Well, you see, when I first started working on this icebreaker, I thought to myself, I'm the most uninteresting person I know. What am I gonna talk about myself? But then I sat down and actually started writing down. Then, bit by bit, incidents and memories just started flowing to me. And then I thought, what are the chances that others have heard this exact same story? Everybody has a unique story to share, no matter the regrets they have, no matter the things they've given up in life. It's these untold experiences that sets us apart from each other. And this is what makes you your own person. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that this is what makes us all truly beautiful. Over to you.